LightGBM stands for Light Gradient Boosting Machine, an analysis algorithm in machine learning, and is one of the data analysis methods in the field of supervised learning, in which the desired variables are expressed from given data. This method was developed by Microsoft in 2016 and is used to classify explanatory variables according to the objective variable, and is characterized by high accuracy, reliability, and versatility. There are three types of data analysis in machine learning, and there are three types of learning. The types of learning are as follows. Supervised learning. It is a learning in which explanatory variables input data and objective variables output data are available, and the objective variable is predicted based on the relationship between the data. Unsupervised learning. It is a learning in which no objective variable is available, and patterns and structures are found from a series of input data. Reinforcement learning. This is the type of learning in which no data is available, and accuracy is improved through trial and error. There are two main types of supervised learning methods. They are regression, which predicts unknown values from actual results, and classification, which divides explanatory variables into appropriate groups according to the objective variable. The most typical methods of regression are single and multiple regression analysis. A well-known classification method is the decision tree method, and LightGBM is one of the methods of analysis with decision trees. A decision tree is an analytical technique that identifies explanatory variables that affect the objective variable and creates a tree-like model of the structure of the explanatory variables. This is characterized by its tree-like shape and visual grasp, making it easy to understand. For example, it is assumed that during holidays, ice cream sells well when the weather is sunny, the temperature is above 30 degrees. The content and level of the explanatory variables at the branches of the decision tree are set so that the objective variable can be classified with the highest precision. For example, in the case of ice cream sales mentioned above, the sales are said to be greater. As a general analysis, there are errors in creating a mathematical model with decision trees only once. So, to improve the accuracy of the classification, multiple decision tree analyses are being performed. The most typical method is bagging, in which training data is divided into multiple pieces. A decision tree analysis is performed on each of the split data, and the results are averaged to estimate the objective variable. This method is called random forest. On the other hand, LightGBM uses a method called boosting, in which multiple decision tree analyses are performed to increase accuracy. Boosting is a method of increasing accuracy by performing a decision tree analysis from given data, then weighting the data for incorrect predictions, performing the analysis again, and repeating these steps. Instead of weighting the data, gradient boosting is a method that calculates the error between the predicted and actual values, and learns the error with a decision tree. As with boosting, accuracy is improved by repeated learning against errors. There are other methods that use gradient boosting, such as XGBoost. However, LightGBM is faster in data processing. LightGBM is a machine learning method using decision trees with gradient boosting and features like processing. In the case of gradient boosting, the amount of computation increases with the amount of data to find the elements or criteria of the split that minimize the error. The most important feature of LightGBM is that it can be built at high speed without compromising the accuracy of each individual decision tree. The innovations that made it fast are as follows. 1. Leafwise tree growth. In the case of a general decision tree, the next level is calculated after all branches in one level have been completed, but no further calculations are made for elements that no longer require branches. 2. Histogram-based. When branching a decision tree, instead of looking at all the values, a histogram is created, and the values are grouped together for branching. 3. Gradient-based one-side sampling. To prioritize learning elements that have not been learned, the amount of training data is reduced by reducing data with small errors and leaving only data with large errors. 4. Exclusive feature bundling. Different feature values are bundled into one without any problem to reduce the amount of computation. These innovations make LightGBM unique in its high calculation speed, high memory efficiency, and ability to handle large datasets. It is also available in libraries such as Python and R, making it accessible to everyone. These libraries are used in many situations because the elements and impact of the forecasting model are presented in an easy-to-understand manner, facilitating understanding by non-analysts. LightGBM's algorithm can be used by anyone, but it requires presetting variables known as hyperparameters. The number of branches in the decision tree, the minimum amount of data in a branch, and the depth of the hierarchy must be set in advance. It is often not a good outcome with the default settings. Depending on the settings of each variable, overrunning or inadequate accuracy may occur, so tuning must be done while considering the balance of the variables.